Switzerland is again a silent stage that sparks public curiosity, not because of an official statement, nor because of a photo that clearly reveals everything, but because of the faint smell of something that feels deliberately hidden. The smell of the leak was quiet, barely perceptible, yet strong enough to make many people wonder, were Jungkook and Taehyung's plans in Switzerland really close to being revealed? It all starts with small details. A seemingly ordinary schedule, movements that are not fully recorded, to brief moments that actually feel too calm. There's no noise, no flashy uploads, and that's what makes everything feel awkward. In a world accustomed to constant glare, silence is precisely the loudest signal. Switzerland, with its orderly and private landscape, seems to have been chosen not without reason. Some observers say that if there is indeed a plan that is being closely guarded, whatever the form, then Switzerland is the perfect place. High privacy, limited access, and an atmosphere that allows a person to disappear without actually disappearing. Jungkook and Taehyung seem to be having seemingly normal days, but underneath that, the public feels there's something that hasn't been told. It is not a big secret that will shake the world, but rather a personal or professional plan that takes time and space to mature. What makes speculation even stronger is the way they behave. Jungkook looked more cautious than usual, as if every step was thought twice. Taehyung, on the other hand, displays a distinctive calm, a calm that is not empty, but full. For those who have been observing for a long time, this combination is not new. But when it happened in Switzerland and in the adjacent time, the question arose by itself. There is not a single statement that can be used as a handle. There is no confirmation nor refutation. And in the age of fast information, this kind of emptiness actually fuels speculation. Is it related to the work, our project, a meaningful personal journey, or just time to get away from the hustle and bustle of the world? All possibilities are open, and that's what makes the story interesting. Some witnesses described seeing them in unusual places to simply stop by. There is no clear visual evidence, only impressions. And impressions are often much stronger than half-open facts. Small gestures, choice of location, to the duration of togetherness that is not extended to the public, all form an unwritten narrative. A narrative that says something is being prepared, but will it be revealed? History shows that Jungkook and Taehyung are not the type to rush to open the cards. If there really is a plan, they tend to let it run until it's ready to stand on its own. Leaks, if they occur, are usually not from them, but from details that have escaped being taken care of. A blurry photo, a vague statement from a third party, or an asynchronous schedule change in Switzerland. The smell of the leak has not yet turned into fire. It is still a thin smoke that is easy to ignore, but difficult to remove from the mind. The public feels it, but cannot yet pinpoint its source. And perhaps that's exactly where the beauty is. Not everything needs to be announced. Not all plans should be known ahead of time, that if someday the plan comes to light, most likely not in a dramatic way, not through lengthy acknowledgments or official clarifications, but through results. Something that suddenly comes along and makes people say, oh, so that's what they're prepared for. Switzerland will again be remembered as the place where it all began, a quiet place that kept secrets before finally being released into the world. For now, all that remains is that faint scent, the smell of a leak that has almost been smelled, but has not yet been fully captured. Will it just disappear, or will it only get stronger so that it cannot be ignored? The answer is not yet there, and maybe it shouldn't exist yet, but it was precisely because there was no answer that the public's attention was increasingly attracted. Every little move Jungkook and Taehyung make after Switzerland is carefully analyzed. Seemingly ordinary uploads, short smiles in front of the camera, to unusual silences on social media. Everything reads as pieces of the puzzle. Many felt that if there really was nothing, everything would go on as usual. But the opposite happens. The rhythm changes, albeit very subtly. Some entertainment observers judge that this smell of leakage does not come from one big event, but rather the accumulation of small moments. Schedules that aren't entirely in sync, trips that are too neat to be considered coincidences, and location choices that feel deliberate. Switzerland, with all its regularity, makes room for two people to plan things without much distraction. And when two figures as big as Jungkook and Taehyung choose such a place, the public naturally wonders, what are they guarding? Interestingly, there was no panic. If there really is a plan that is close to leaking, their reaction remains calm. No hasty clarifications, no excessive attempts at cover-up. This attitude actually reinforces the notion that whatever is going on is under complete control, as if they know that speculation will arise, but also know that speculation alone is not enough to dismantle everything done on the other hand. There's also the possibility that the leak was never intended to leak at all. It could be that the public just smells the scent of something that is actually simple. But in the world of public figures, modesty is rarely believed. Too many eyes watching, too many stories that have happened before. Any silence is always considered meaningful. The big question remains the same. Will it be revealed? The answer may not be if, but when. If the plan relates to works or projects, then time will be decisive. When the result is ready, the Swiss story will automatically find the context. But if the plan is personal, it will most likely remain a secret known only to a few. Not everything needs to be announced, especially if the goal is to keep something intact. Switzerland itself is now changing its meaning. No longer just a destination, but a symbol. A symbol of a safe space, of a deliberately taken distance, of the decision not to always live under the spotlight. Jungkook and Taehyung, in their own ways, seem to show that they still have control over their own stories, even though the world keeps trying to guess them. For the public, the smell of the leak will continue to smell as long as there is no clear cover. Every day, without an answer, will give birth to a new interpretation. But that is precisely where the limit lies. Interpretation is not the same as truth. The truth, if indeed something is prepared, will appear in due time, without the need to insist. Until then, Switzerland will remain remembered as a silent point full of question marks. A place where something is almost smelled, almost revealed, but not